So we're here at our, or we're headed towards our historic Lipscomb house. We finally got a green tag. Green is good. Red is usually bad, and we've had plenty of those. In the last 2 weeks, I was able to get done what my team should have been able to do in the last 4 freaking months. It's ridiculous. We're in our tight little Prius getting 49 mpg because my team is making me go bankrupt. No, my guys needed a truck, so yeah, we're gonna go check out this house because we got the green tag, and hopefully we can show you some progress. So we're inside the Lipscomb project, and I'm so excited because we finally get to move forward. The biggest change from the last time we were here is we have spray foam insulation. That's awesome. So outside of the spray foam insulation, one of the things that you cannot technically see unless you're in the trades is we had to reframe almost everything in this house, which cost me a shitload of time and money. My guy originally framed all the headers and didn't do what we call continuous loads. So he basically just put a nail in the header to a 2x4 and didn't have a structural piece under it. And what all that means is that the door could fall apart at some point. And so every door and every window had to get redone from basically from scratch, which cost us a ton of labor and material. And wood is very expensive right now. So I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean when I say continuous load. So this up here does not have a continuous load. There is no 2x4 structurally leaning on the header. So basically you have load hitting the windows and there's no disbursement of the weight. So this is an example of lack of continuous load, which is structurally unsound. So that's what it shouldn't look like. This is what a continuous load looks like. So you have a 2x4 going to your header, which is pushing on another 2x4, going all the way down into another 2x4 down here, right? So now you have continuous load, which spreads and distributes the weight so that nothing's leaning on the window and the window is actually safe and not going to buckle or break or become inoperable in the future. So here's another example of the way it should be done correctly. So you have continuous load, pushing down, distributing weight to the 2x6. This originally was just 2x4s. Anytime you have a span over a certain amount of inches, right, you would need a 2x6. So this originally was like a 2x4 laid this way so it couldn't hold up any weight from the house. So they've come in, they put a proper 2x6 in, distributing the load all the way down, pushing the load all the way down. And again, they even doubled it up over here to help structurally support. Which is a good thing because, as you could tell, they're fixing the roof and there's a bunch of guys up there, which is weight, right? And so maybe if they were up there making a whole bunch of noise and banging on the roof, this window might have broken at one point, right? So that's the example of continuous loads so that things structurally get distributed and down and out and around from fragile glass windows. So this is an example of how not to have a header. It doesn't matter on this specific frame, but I wanted to give you a visual of why you should not have a 2x4 laying this way. This 2x4 is less structurally sound than if it was flipped up and doubled like we have on the other headers. This can't handle any load, and so therefore it's not structurally sound. On this wall, it doesn't matter because we're going into a closet and there actually is no load. This is a false wall, so it doesn't really matter here, but it's the perfect example of what I'm talking about. So again, every house in America, whether you're doing new construction or remodeling, needs to have continuous loads over all your doors and all your windows. If you see your guys doing it a different way, you need to probably fire them and get somebody who understands how to do proper framing.